Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Evrart Claire, head of the Debargeurs Union here in Martinaise. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
You go ahead, detective.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner as equals. Take a seat, I insist. Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions. I, too, have convictions, one of which is that I will not engage any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave. Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debargeurs Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Garte. Some people have no manners, pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with the cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it. Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is. Don't mention it, but also don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun. Lost gun, lost gun. I know everything, Harry. Right now I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Claire's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. That we do. Let them say what they will about you and me. We're both born fighters. I do want you to feel at home, Harry, truly. But you'll have to excuse the humble accommodations. You strike me as a reasonable man, Harry. I like that in a lawman. Let's cut to the chase, shall we? What can Evrart Claire do for you?
I think we'd like to ask you a few questions. Don't you think so, Detective?